I'm Nicholas Wainwright. I was managing director. I'm now chairman of Boodles, the well-known jewellery brand. The Wainwright family own Boodles and have done for over 100 years. Together with my brother, my son and my nephew, we do our best to make Boodles into one of the great jewellery houses of not only the country but and elsewhere in the world. Well, Boodles as we are now, we changed our name about 12 years ago. We were and had been for 200 years, since 1798 actually. We had been called Boodle and Dunthorne. We thought that was a little bit Dickensian, so we are now straight Boodles. But we started in the very wealthy city of Liverpool over 200 years ago, and but in recent years we've moved from Manchester to Dublin to Chester and now 5 stores in London. But we decided 15 years ago to concentrate on high, fine quality jewellery, and that is what we try to do now. Well, I think it's very important indeed, actually. Most family businesses, when they become approaching a brand, they then become more valuable, and the owners then often wish to sell their company. In the case of the jewellery or the watch industry, to Richemont or LVMH. We're different. We're a family business, and we want to stay as a family business. We love it, and we want to stay as a family business. And that gives us, I think, an edge over some of our larger competitors, because the directors and owners, we love the business. We know our customers well. We see them regularly at our shows, and we get to know our managers and staff better too. So I think there's a big plus in being a family business and being a brand. We're not quite as we've got a face. We're not as anonymous as perhaps some other corporate brands are. So I think the family is very important. Well, I think the first is our fine quality jewellery, and clearly more important than anything in any business is the product you're selling. And if your product isn't right, if your jewellery isn't right, you might as well pack up and go home. But we like to feel that our jewellery can compete on a world stage. That is very important. Secondly, customer service. Now, everybody says they offer good customer service. It's dead easy to say, but it's not that easy to do. But one of our quotes is unparalleled standards of customer service. We really, really do give our customers every possible good time. We entertain them, we look after them, we really do give good service. Very, very important to us. Finally, we're a British company based in the heart of London. We have 5 stores here in London. We're proud to be British, and it's a great city at the moment with so many cosmopolitan customers, Brits, but so many foreign as well. And we're having 5 stores in very prominent places in London is a great selling point for us, and we're proud and pleased to be part of the British brands. Well, I loved my school life at Shrewsbury, where I didn't work quite as hard as I could. I liked sports and cricket and soccer and my social life. But in those days, in the late 1960s, the elder son was expected to go into the family business. My father never pressurised me at all, but it was expected, and that's what I did. I was jolly lucky because I loved it from the word go. Father sent me away to Geneva, to New York, London for a year to work on the bench and training here before going back to join the family company. But I'm very fortunate because I've loved it. I look forward to Monday mornings. I know that sounds awful. Just come back from holiday yesterday. I was so excited to get back. Don't tell my wife. But we're very lucky because it's our own show, and I've loved working at the company for 40 plus years. Well, our customer has changed over the years, because we're now making very, very fine jewellery. This beautiful diamond vintage lace necklet, which came out of our workshops only yesterday, a wonderful piece of jewellery, which 20 years ago we wouldn't have made. We sadly over the years, you can't have the whole cake. We've lost some of our more traditional customers when we used to sell antiques and clocks and silver, but because now we're specialising in real jewellery, we're focusing, and I actually think that focusing is very, very important for any company. We like to think that we start with engagement ring couples, and we sell literally many hundreds, probably 1,000 engagement rings a year. And young couples buying an engagement ring, they often stay as customers for a long time. They remember where they have bought their engagement ring. So that's important to us. Secondly, in recent years, there's a lot of ladies who earn their own money, haven't got to ask their partner or their boyfriend or their husband if they can spend it, and they've become important, and they like nice jewellery. Well, in the last 12 months, I'm thrilled that we've sold a 31 carat Golconda D flawless diamond. That's about the size of a quail's egg, big stone. That was so exciting, not only to buy it, but far more exciting to sell it. Also in the last year, we've sold 3 suites of our beautifully designed Wonderland collection of jewellery to one customer, actually. And these will be beautiful heirlooms for the future, and they're fine pieces of jewellery, as good as anything that's been made in the world today, and that gave us enormous pleasure. We like to keep batting through it. We try to get ticks in all the boxes, not only our fine jewellery, but lovely, well-designed shops by Eva Jurikna. We train our staff. All our staff are very good ambassadors for the company. A large advertising budget for a company of our size, a good PR department. We try to get everything right. And as a result, the last 3 or 4 years, our turnover, and I'm glad to say our profits, have increased year by year. So, you know, we know it's there, but we don't dwell on it. We try to keep moving. Well, we insist on honesty and integrity, whether we're buying or selling jewellery. We really do. I think that's terribly important in this day and age. We also, in the nicest way, we like to have a bit of fun. We always have fun when we're buying our diamonds or speaking to our goldsmiths. And similarly, when we're selling jewellery, we want the customers to enjoy it. So we like to have fun, to be honest, and we really do. Top quality service is also extremely high. I've mentioned it before, but that's very high on a list of priorities. Well, I'm now 64 and still working pretty hard. My brother Michael's 55 and he's probably one of the best businessmen I've ever met. And Jodie, my son, and James, my nephew, they're in their mid-30s. And so I do see us carrying on well. Each generation of Wainwrights has tried to pass the business on in better state, better shape than when it started, and I like to think that has happened. But I do see the future. I think we're in as good a position as anyone else because we're going to stay a family business, and we've got the 2 youngsters and my brother to take over from me. I think they're all absolutely superb, so I'm as reasonably confident as I could be. Well, it's easy to say this, but we think it's very important. We've been reasonably successful, and we do like to give something back to underprivileged people. We encourage all our 96 members of staff to support a charity, and we offer finance each year for this. Also, the directors themselves are very much involved with charities. My brother Michael is chairman of the Rainbow Trust Finance Committee. My son Jody is involved with so many charities, it's difficult to mention them, Brazil and elsewhere. James looks after the Boodles boxing ball, which covers a number of charities. And myself, I'm a president of a Christian orphanage in southern India, where I've raised money for 1,500 orphan children. So yes, we do like to do our best. Well, I think the 3 points are the people behind the brand, the unique experience, and also the individuality. We're a very individual company. We don't copy anyone. We do our own thing, and that's what we want to do. The people behind the brand, we're passionate about the brand, we love the brand, and every single point we try to get right. And the unique experience we try to give, I've mentioned it before, every one of our customers, we like to give them a really, really good experience, which I think a family brand can give, because we all love it so much.